What is up, YouTube? Silver Dragons here, and in this video we're talking about silver and gold prices, which are currently up. I'll also be sharing with you my pickups that I made over the weekend, and I'm going to talk about how to stack silver on a budget. So lots of good information in this video. Let's do it! Thank you so much for watching my video. I do sincerely appreciate it. If you want to learn more about investing in precious metals, or if you just want to watch awesome videos about gold and silver, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. All right, so the first thing we're talking about is silver and gold prices are up. I woke up this morning, took a look at the markets, and wow, big change. At the time of this recording, we can see gold is now over $1,800 an ounce, up 28 on the day. Silver is sitting at $27 an ounce, up over $1. Platinum over $12.50 now, up $42. And palladium over $3,000 an ounce, up $56 at the moment. The gold to silver ratio is at 66.7. It is down 1.57, which is really interesting. Usually when silver and gold both go up, silver does move faster, and that is why we're seeing the gold to silver ratio decline. Additionally, we can see crude oil is up today, and if we look down to the US dollar index, we can see that is declining, down 0.29%. It is now at 90.99. So I think that definitely has something to do with the precious metals prices going up. So I know a lot of you out there are thinking, did the silver squeeze work? Is that what caused silver to go up today? And the answer is maybe, probably not. All right, it looks like all the precious metals are up. The dollar is down. Now, silver did climb a significant amount, and it did drop the gold to silver ratio. So silver definitely did move faster than gold. So, did the silver squeeze have any effect? It's really hard to say. If it did, it was likely very minimal. However, silver is up, and if you bought silver, then you got to be feeling pretty good. So my pickups that I made over the weekend, this is part of it right here. This is a tube. There's a total of 20 of the RMC rounds in here, and then this is an additional 13 of these rounds. So I picked up 33 ounces at my local coin shop, but I also wanted to buy some more generic rounds to finish out the 100. So I bought 67 of them online, got a super good deal on them. So I was pretty happy about that. I will have to do a video unboxing those when they arrive. Now, whether or not you went out and bought physical silver like me and participated in May Day or the Silver Massacre, Silver Squeeze 2.0, whatever you want to call it, I think it's pretty cool to see metals going up and the dollar going down with all of this inflation that we've been talking about. We know it is happening. It is getting worse. In fact, Jerome Powell, the Fed chairman, is supposed to speak on it later today. So, we'll see what he says and if that has any effect on the price. But I think ultimately you just need to understand that taking your US dollars and converting them into precious metals, in my opinion, is a good idea at this point in time. I'm still buying more, and I'm really happy with my purchases that I made. Now, I want to talk about stacking silver on a budget because I have had a few different people ask me about this. There are a lot of different facets to stacking on a budget, but I think the first thing you should do if you've never bought silver before is go to a local coin shop and buy your very first ounce. Just buy 1 ounce of silver. It could be a silver round like this. It could be a silver coin. It could be a silver bar. It doesn't matter, but just buy one. It'll probably cost you around $30 to $35 depending on when you go, obviously what you buy, but you want to hold it in your hand, feel how heavy it is, and realize that this is real money right here. There's no third-party risk when you own silver. You can hold it in your hand. There's no bank holding it for you, right? There's no exchange you have to use. This is real money. This is wealth, and it's an incredible realization. So after you buy your first ounce, you really need to start thinking about budgeting silver in. Now, before I get into the nitty gritty of budgeting and all of that, I do have to say I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just another dude here on YouTube that loves silver. So take this for what it is. But I have been buying silver for a long time and I've learned a lot along the way. So I know there's some people out there that have a savings account and they want to convert that into physical silver. If that's you, I don't recommend doing it all at once. The price of silver is volatile. It changes on a daily, hourly basis. When the market's open, it changes every few seconds. But the price of silver could go down. Sometimes when it spikes up, it'll settle down a little bit. So you don't want to just buy it all at once, right? You want to sort of have a average price that you've obtained your silver at. So when you're dollar cost averaging, maybe buy a little bit every week or every month. Figure out what's best for you. And, I know there's some people out there that don't have a savings at all. In fact, that was me. It was really hard for me to save money before I got into silver. Look at all the milk spots on this Philharmonic, by the way. If you don't know what milk spots are, that's those up there at the top, sort of that milky look. This actually does decrease the value of the coins a little bit. Let's show one that doesn't have so much milk on it. Here we go. One of the new Maple Leafs. How gorgeous is that? So anyway, I didn't have a savings account when I first started stacking because whenever I wanted to spend my money that was in my savings, I would just push a few buttons on my phone, move it over to my checking, and then it was gone. But actually, when I started stacking silver, I realized I could save money easier by buying silver, which is such a crazy thought. But this is a lot harder to offload. I mean, I would have to take this stuff down to a coin shop, sell it, and get cash, and then go spend that cash, right? So it definitely is a little bit easier to save money when you're stacking silver for sure. But I was actually having to buy my silver, not even with my paycheck money, because all that money was accounted for. So I had to think of a side hustle, right, to start earning money. I've told the story a whole bunch of times before, but I was collecting cans on the side of the road, turning those in for cash, and then using that cash to buy silver. And that was how I started accumulating my silver. So I know anyone can do it. Even if you think you have no money left over, you might have to get a little creative. But some people out there actually do have money left over when they get their paycheck, and that's where the budgeting really comes in. You need to figure out how much money you want to put into silver. So if you do your budget on your own, then just figure out what a good percentage for you is. If you have a significant other, I highly recommend talking to them about silver. And one thing that really helped me when I talked to my wife was that I explained to her that when I buy silver, I'm not really spending money. What I'm doing is I'm converting US dollars or cash, whatever, into physical precious metals. So I'm just really converting it. I'm not actually spending money. And that helped her understand that the money's not gone. It's still right here. It's actually better money. So I think that might be helpful for some of you out there. But I definitely recommend talking to your spouse about it if you have one. If it's just you and you're doing the budget, then figure out what works for you. And you definitely should buy at a local coin shop if you have one, because you can get to know them, you can get better deals, and you can buy smaller amounts, right? When you buy online, typically you have to buy $100 or $200 worth of silver before you get free shipping. And that might not be in your budget. Maybe you only have $50 to spend on silver. So yeah, if you go to a local coin shop, you can just buy one coin at a time, no problem. Another thing I will say is that if you think you have no money for silver, but you're going out to eat, or you're drinking or smoking or spending money on these other things, you'll find that you actually have a lot more money than you thought when you start to cut them out. One thing is coffee, Starbucks or whatever, and it is super expensive. But once you start stacking silver, you realize this is super fun to buy. It's super cool to actually own it, right? And so you might start cutting things out just to buy a little bit more silver, which is totally awesome. Now, for me personally, I set aside money every month to buy gold and to buy silver with. So it is in my budget, and I know that's where the money is going to go. Even if you don't plan on buying precious metals, you still should have a budget so you know where all of your money is going. But anyway, there's so much to talk about on this subject. I hope I covered everything. If I missed something or if you have a question, feel free to leave those down below in the comment section. And lastly, I want to say a massive thank you so much for watching my video, and I will see you all in the next one. Silver Dragons out.